Okay, so finally we go to this final stage. We are done with this picker file and we are ready to distribute it to the pipeline so animators can use it while animating. So it's pretty exciting stage. To distribute your picker file, it's pretty easy. Say if it's a picker file, you just go to the browse current picker directory and you just share this folder somehow in the server. And for animator, if it's animator mode, and he can just double click this empty area and browse and pick these uh, picker files and use it. Another way to do this is through this open picker feature. You can browse and open the Mary pickers. And another way to do this is just they browse this folder and find this mgpkr file and just grab it, drag it, and drop in these tools. It will open that picker files for you. So this way, animator can use this picker file. So it's pretty simple. All you need to do is just somehow share this folder to animators. That's all. And for picker file, you don't need to worry about this image since images are stored as external image files. For picker file, the program will try its best to keep the image as relative path. That means all images are self-contained within this picker folder, right? File. So whenever you open this mgpkr file, the image will be displayed correctly. Okay, this is for picker file, but for picker node, you have to care about the images. Okay, I will talk about that later. This is a simple way to distribute the picker file, but if you want that, animator can just grab the nodes here and use this button to auto load this picker file. There's some other things that you need to care about, right? And so let's check out. There's a way to distribute your pickers so that animator can auto-load your picker files. So the first way is store in local picker project folder. What does that mean? As I mentioned before, say I share my picker folders in these server locations, right? So I email to each animator and ask them to copy this folder into their local picker project folder. So to know which picker project folder is, just switch to the designer mode using the F8 hotkey and go to the browse current picker project directory. So this way we'll open up the current picker project folder, and you can just paste the picker data here, and this path is actually within that search and load path. So it will find that picker file and load the picker for this rig, right? And this is the first way, but it's a kind of dumb way because you have to ask every animator to actually copy the picker files into their local disk, right? It's not handy, so let's check out the second way. The second way is store in ssyn the subfolder called pickers folder. Okay, let's check out how to distribute this ready-made picker file for this rig using the second way. Make sure that you are actually opened that SF file, not reference that SF file, because for this feature it should be stored aside of the SF file, right? We have opened the cater rig itself, and we go to the picker and other save features and save to current scenes pickers. So this way, check out this. This is the path of the rig. So let's open up the current scene using MG tools, open current scene directory, and let's check out. This is the SF file, the Mary rig Maya file, and we have a pickers folder here, and we have the folder that exactly the same as this Maya file name. And within this folder we have this picker file and images. So if you publish your picker files this way, so basically you just publish this picker folder and this Maya file onto the server, the database folder, and animator able to auto load them. So I just switch to the animator mode. So in order to auto load the picker via the selection, I have to actually reference these rigs, right? So I just pick Mary for picker. We have a reference for this file. So I just grab this any part of this rig and make sure they are referenced. And I just use this button this way. Check out the path for this picker file we have loaded can be auto-loaded successfully. So this is the second way to distribute your picker file. It should be within the asset folder and pickers folder, and have a folder that has the same name with that Maya file name. In this way, the picker can be auto-loaded by Animator. Okay, the third way, you can just store in any other folder. What does that mean? Say this is the G disk is actually the disk in server, and you can just publish every pickers for your rigs onto this server pickers folder, right? So it's pretty easy to do that. You just copy this picker data into this server folder. So that way it's easier to distribute, but for Animator, they have a little bit thing to actually to set up, right? So I will check out this. For Animator, every Animator need to go to this menu in Animator mode and go to the preference and activate the picker searching directory setting, and there's picker searching directory settings for current picker project. Each picker project can use different set of these searching rules or priorities. So by default, when Animator grab one part of the rig and use this button, it will first search the instance node. So it will search if there's any picker node is related to Mary. It will load it. It won't continue its searching, but if we don't, it will continue to search the scenes pickers folder. This is the second way to distribute the pickers, and it will search the local picker project folder and see if there's any picker files naming in Mary, right? And this is a default free way to find and search the related picker files or nodes. But we can also add a customized path here. Say this is our server disk. We just go to the pickers and we just add these root folders for all the server pickers, right? We can use the add, and if I want to ignore all these three ways to search and load the pickers, you can just delete them. These three are default searching paths. You can just delete them, but you can indeed reorganize them. You can let this server path be searched by the first, so you can just up to bring it to the top. So the searching will go from the top to the bottom as demonstrated here. And then let's close this tab. Let's test it out, and we grab one of the nodes of this rig, make sure it's referenced, and we just go to this button. This way it will search the server, it find the related Mary picker, so it will load that picker and stop the searching. So on Animator side, he has to do this actual step in order to auto-load the picker files in the server. Animator just only need to do this once, right? Because this setting will be remembered, and next time he don't need to do that again. There's also API way to do this. In API, you can using mail or Python code to set up current picker project and also set up this actual server path. So this code can be installed as a mail or Python shell button, and you provide a code to Animator. Animator install them in as a button, and they click the button and they are successfully to switch to the project, and these searching priorities and folders are already set, right? You can do this in programming way. I will cover that in the programming in Untitled Chapter. We want to keep everything simple. And a tip for that, using this third way to distribute the picker, you can just use the switch to the designer mode, and there's a feature that in other save features and save to other directory. So this way you can just pick up your server folder, pickers, and choose this folder, and then this picker file will be stored at that folder. This is another way you can do that through UI to publish your pickers into the server folder. So this is the third way. You just store in any other folder, but you have to ask Animator to actually set up the folder into the search path and make it the first priority to be searched, right? And the last way we have here is store as picker node in Maya scene. Okay, to save your picker as picker node in your scene, just make sure you are actually open up the asset itself, not reference it, because reference it, it just store in the reference scene, not the asset scene itself. So we just pretend we have already opened this asset file. So let's go to the picker, other save feature, and there's a save as picker node and export as picker node. So export as picker node will export the this picker file into the nodes in the scene, but we still got the picker file opened in this scene. But if it's the save as picker node, it will save this picker file into picker node, and currently we are open the picker node. We are not opening the picker file anymore. So say we want to name it as actually it's Mary, no double R. So okay. It will ask you that in order to make your picker image path relative, do you want to copy your picker image to the folder? So this is actually the current scenes and picker image folder. So if it's the picker node, it will ask you since the picker node is within the scene. So how to find these images? If it's the absolute path, it's not a good idea, since if the image be gone, this image just can't be displayed. So it's a good idea to store the image within this asset folder and the picker image folder. So this way it will remain in the relative path, and no matter how you carry your asset file anywhere, you just carry the picker image folder with it. So and in this way, the image and the picker data are also portable with your Maya scene, right? And we just say yes. And check out this tab, it already become a node, and we check out the outliner. So this is our picker node, and just keep in mind that this is not a custom node that depends on MG Picker Studio plugin. It's just Maya's factory default nodes, which is ready to be used. It's a subdiv surface var group node, and I seldom see that anybody use this node, so I just grab this node type and start picker data within this node. Okay, so right now we have another thing to do, is actually save current scene. We actually save this picker as nodes in our scene, but we haven't saved our Maya scene, right? If I say I close this Maya scene, we still lose any picker data, right? And we just make sure that we save this scene, right? You have to keep in mind that. Another tips regarding of save the picker file as node in your scene. This way to distribute your pickers, you have one thing to really care about, is that within this picker node, you just don't input anything that other than English, right? Because say if here I in notes I type in Chinese, very magic characters, and I save this to the node, and when I save this Maya scene, so that way your Maya scene will contain Chinese, and this is a pretty dangerous thing, since in your local OS, if you open up the Maya file and load the picker node, it's okay, because your OS support Chinese. But if your Maya scene be transferred to any other environment that doesn't support Chinese, then your Maya data could be lost. Because when Maya read the MA file, it finds some strings that it doesn't understand, and sometimes it's error prone. Sometimes it won't cause an issue, but you have chance to lose some data in your Maya scene, right? This is one thing that I want to mention about. Another thing I want to mention about if you want to publish your picker in a picker node is that the image portability. Say my scene already contains a picker node and I want to load it using this open all scene pickers. And this way we'll open up all the picker node within this Maya scene. And if I say continue to edit this picker node and grab this select button and go to the attribute editor and switch to image shape, and that way I can pick up the image to be the icon of that select button. So we go to the, say I pick up this icon and open it and maybe resize to previous size. Okay, this is a new image, but we are editing a picker node, so it will use the absolute path as its image path. So that way, if you save this picker node, and the image path here still remain absolute. So that way, this image is no longer portable. To make all these image still portable, you can just go to the picker menu and process image to relative path. So this will copy that image to the current scene and picker image folder, and we'll transfer this image path to relative. So basically you want to use this feature especially for the picker node. Since you opened up the node and continue to edit it, you may be able to add some more new image, so that image will be absolute path unless you use this feature to process them to relative path. But for picker file, you don't need to worry about this. So anytime you are editing a picker file, it will also try best to copy the image to the picker file folder and to keep this path relative, and that way the image will be still portable. Okay, and there's another feature regarding of the publish of the picker files. Okay, and we just go to the picker menu and go to the publish current picker. So this is a special feature that solely for the publishing of the picker files or picker node. So you can pick up output folder and you can select the manner you use to publish your picker. So if it's in scenes, in Maya scenes, it will export your picker file into Maya scenes node and just pack them together and as a zip file package. So if you check on the publish current Maya scene, the Maya scene itself will be packed within that zip package. Otherwise, if I check off this make zip package, it will just copy the data to this folder. You have option to publish the textures that Maya use, also the image, pre-image, all image, and if you say make all image relative, it will do something that makes sure that all texture file using in this Maya scenes is processed to relative. There's attached MG Studio program files option here. So basically it will pack the program itself into that folder and or into this zip package. So basically this publish dialog is for publish your rig and your pickers into a certain folder or a zip file. So in this way you can just upload your zip package to the internet and share your free rigs and the picker file along it to animators all over the world. So this is just a dialog specific for the free rig provider so that they can provide their rigs and along with their picker files. Okay, you can also use this to publish your picker files to the server so that share among your pipeline.